What is the Garfield over here you've got?
That's an aquarium.
That is too cool.
I'll sell it for 25 if you're interested.
Make sure you guys stick around to the end of this video where I'm going to show you guys the full haul of the weekend and some comps of some of the finds. I had some pretty cool finds that added up to some pretty big profit. One of which was actually from this sale. See if you can figure out which one it would be.
Yeah.
Lionel.
Pretty cool looking.
Yeah. I don't know if it works or not. He's a good one, I'll tell you that. That young man was outstanding. He's 8 years old now.
Oh my.
He's kind of an adopted grandson. He ain't got grandmother takes care of him. And, hey, buddy, what's going on?
I just seen him in the paper. I thought I'd come out and do it.
Yep.
I just seen CLT said knives in the
Yeah.
paper.
Yeah, that's the only ones guy come by and I knew, and he wanted to buy some of them. So you get that track too.
Okay.
That track's yours, man.
All right.
Right?
What is the Garfield over here you've got?
That's an aquarium.
That is too cool.
I'll sell it for 25 if you're interested. It's got everything in there.
What's the story on that?
Woman down there downtown had one at that used to fix the shoes.
Okay, yeah.
Ukrainian is in there now. Well, she didn't have this one, but I had the word out that I needed to find one of them. And so somebody called me and told me they had one.
Is it older?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh wow.
And you got that pump in there,
Right.
and you can put a goldfish in there. And you
Wow.
remember how old Garfield had that goldfish in that one?
Yeah, yeah. That is too cool. Yeah, I'll take it for 25. That's pretty
Yeah,
cool.
I think you could probably, if you're going to resell it again, I think you could probably do okay.
Oh, and it's got a light. That's really cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so even if you didn't use it as a fish tank, you could just...
Yeah,
That's really neat.
there we go. Yeah, I had it in a couple of garage sales. I think I had 35 on it, and I thought, yeah,
Yeah,
I'll just put it back up there for 25. Somebody can have it.
that's pretty cool.
I've enjoyed it. And
Right.
I always used to watch old Garfield all the time.
Oh, yeah. All right, so the train set, the 3 reels, and the...
That'll be 50. You can have the tapes.
Okay, thank you. Oh, yeah, I forgot about the tapes.
I'm sure which one it is now.
Now they license out so much stuff, it's fun to get into the new ones, too.
Yeah, these here are just a few years old.
Yeah,
I just bought the stuff that I grew up with.
right.
Cars.
Yeah.
I can't find it now. It's a Camaro, and it was one of those that had a, I forgot what they call it now.
The different-
Treasure, like a treasure hunt.
Yeah, the treasure hunt.
Label maker, $2. My wife was like, this thing works. What's up?
How much you want for your remotes?
Actually, does one of them say Samsung?
Both of them do.
Actually, I have a big old TV in the basement that's supposed to go with.
Oh yeah. So you probably want to keep it for that, I'm guessing. This one?
That's the one for the TV.
Okay. We
For
want for
$1.
that. Okay. Alright, I think I got $5 items.
All right. Hot Wheels.
Yeah. Some older ones, it looks like.
Think they're worth anything?
I have no idea, to be honest. They just look cool. Do I have a 5?
How you doing today?
Pretty good, how are you?
Good.
Do you know if that's newer or older?
She's had his mother passed away. She's had that. I don't know how long. Mike, do you know how long your mother had that?
I was just wondering if it was newer or older. I didn't see a date on it. It's pretty neat though. How much do you have on your VHS?
What's that?
How much are your VHS?
$1 piece.
$1?
$1 for choice. Take them all.
People, quit trying to sell your VHS $1 a piece, especially when you wrote on permanent marker all over the front. There was a whole bunch of like items too. I could have just lotted them up, sold a bunch of Adam Sandler collections and stuff like that. Nobody's gonna spend $1 a piece on your old VHS. You can get DVDs for that. You can get Blu-rays for that. Stop it!
How you guys this morning? Well, so far.
Now you can never have too much clothes, right?
Right.
That's not all. There's still more in the house.
When you gain weight and having to find bigger clothes.
I think I'm at 14. Would you come down to 10 for all of it?
Oh, I'll split the difference with you at 12. How's that sound?
Sounds like a deal. I don't know if you've got a box or a bag or something. That would be perfect. Good morning. Video games, if you got any.
For what system?
Anything and everything.
Really?
Yeah. Mostly old Nintendo and stuff like that is what I really like, but I'm interested in anything video games.
I have. You mind if I take your name and number? Because I have like 50 in my storage.
Yeah? Yeah, that's fine.
Video games? No. I forgot to bring the 3 Xboxes next one with me, so he's got the Xbox One, the newest one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And I'll drag them out.
You're
and give you a
interested in
holler.
that?
I'm interested in whatever, yeah, as long as the price is right, yeah.
I mean,
Now, this scenario's played out for me probably close to 100 times, where I give my number to somebody that's hosting a sale that says that they have video games, and they'll give me a call. And I've probably gotten that call or text after leaving less than 5 times. It just hardly ever actually pans out, but you do it just in case because you never know what's going to turn up. And this time, I actually did get contacted back by this lady later that day, and there was some diamonds in the rough. So make sure you stick around to the end of the video to see what I got.
That's never been used.
Okay.
My grandkids didn't think that it was worth it. We got our phones, Grammy, they said.
Man, I remember having these in my pocket when I was mowing the yard.
Yeah,
Thought I was the coolest.
yep. My youngest grandkid looked at me like I was crazy.
Yeah. Oh, I explained to my 9-year-old what a record player was, and he was like, "What is this?
Yeah.
Why would they make music on something the size of a frisbee?"
I have my grandpa's old black phone, you know, the rotary.
Yeah.
My youngest grandkid, he was like, how does it work?
I never did a rotary, but I remember having to stretch the cable across the house and
Yeah.
and having to get off my computer, stop playing my game when my mom wanted to make a call.
Oh, yeah.
Have a good one. Hello. Not bad. Yeah.
When I dig those out, I'll give you a holler.
Okay, yeah.
Good Lord.
Here's that. Mind if I check a few?
No, go ahead. You look at all of them.
I don't know about that. That's a lot, but
Do what?
I said I don't know about that. That's a lot to go through, but
You're more welcome to stand there. Look.
so the other you said like 50. Is it more PS2 games or?
It's a little bit of everything.
Okay, cool.
We bought our grandkids a PlayStation game.
Upgraded them.
Yeah, you know how they sucker you in.
Oh yeah.
And so now they have 5s and 4s. And
Yep. Yeah,
then
there's
you're
always
stuck with all these dang games, and you're like, what do I do?
there's always something new.
So Grammy don't do that no more, and Grandpa's no longer here. He's passed away, so
Right.
and Grammy ain't gonna do it.
Yep. I understand that.
I'm pretty stuck on 20 on it. There's actually a box of BBs that goes with it in there. Whole box. Kind of like it. One of those things I don't care if it is or not. But. No, we never used it. We actually had a brand new
Some of my secrets. Granddaughter's already looking at ice cream.
Does that have a price for CDs on the front there? I know it said DVDs and
$1 each.
oh, and CDs. Okay. Thank you.
Somewhere along the crazy mess of
Yeah, 75 yesterday too.
Sorry. I got to think about the elephant. I forgot all about it.
It's okay.
This is yours? Okay.
I don't know. When are you guys gonna have one?
Next week.
Next week? All right, I'll be there. Got a lot of good stuff.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Oh, there you are over there. You had to drag me out here before you went to bed.
You dragged her out or she dragged you out? She dragged me out. She was ready to go. It's probably carrying.
Need a bag? Are you good?
I'm probably good.
I think I'm ready for now. I might keep looking while you guys are adding stuff up, but
What is your
These are just $1 a piece. And then this is the 50-cent box.
this was all his?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I think it's $40. You see how much is in left? $28, man.
28. How about with this? It's got 20 on it.
I'm gonna have to have. So that's 48. We do 45.
Okay.
Work for you?
Yep, I appreciate it.
That does work. I just don't have the.
Yeah, I
charger
turned it
for
on. That's great. I think I might have one. That's what I'm hoping.
Yeah, the only reason I went a little cheaper on it is just because whoever had it,
Yeah.
kids look like they chewed on it almost.
That happens a lot.
What?
Yeah. Not much.
We went out to your house for 4th of July one time.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
remember
How's it
what's
going, man?
going on?
Yeah, you got drunk and played the guitar.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, shit,
I
you're
don't
fine.
remember. I remember being hyped about the fireworks, though. That
Oh,
was-
yeah, yeah. Glad you
was
enjoyed it.
good.
Yeah, yeah.
Make a pile if you want.
Will you come down a little bit if I, since I bought a bunch of them?
Yeah, let me go look at the prices.
Okay. Because I'm probably getting more stuff right here.
Okay, sure. So $2 and then 50 cents us.
$2?
Yep. All right.
Yeah, thank you very
Do you want
much.
a bag for this?
Sure, if you've got one.
I got
Oh,
one.
yeah. Looks like you do.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back in the warehouse, and these are the spoils of the weekend. Ended up being a pretty good weekend, and yeah, we're just gonna jump right into it. I've looked up some of these items and know some of the, know how well I've done on some of the items, but some of them I don't. But regardless, you guys should see some comps popping up as I go through some of the more, some of the good hits. So let's just get right into it. I picked this up at a sale because I have sold. I don't remember if I sold a phone. No, it was a keyboard. I think I sold a keyboard before. And basically what I learned was stuff like this with the big, huge numbers is actually some kind of a BOLO sometimes. For whatever reason, there's a decent resale market for that. And it only had $2 on it. So I figured I would just, take a stab at that. And it's in pretty good shape. So it doesn't look like it was used very much. So we'll see how I did on that. I got these vintage fishing reels. There's a lot of stuff here that I basically bought. You know, when there's only 3 or 4 sales on these opening weekends, and I'm not getting stuff that are like for sure winners, a lot of times I'll pick up stuff that I want to learn more about, stuff that I see fairly frequently, and I don't know enough about it to have the confidence to know when to pick it up and know when to leave it. So this is some of that stuff. I picked up these for $5 each. Really nice guys selling them. I think this was a Thursday sale. Yeah, it was. And yeah, $5 each. I thought that was a pretty good, you know, learning price. And so I picked those up, and I did some moderate research on them, and it seems like I'll get about 20-25 bucks a piece out of those. So happy with that, happy to learn, happy to know that, you know, if I see them for even $10 or less, it might be worth picking up, but definitely around the $5 range, I might just start picking them up and, you know, seeing what happens. It seems like they sell fairly frequently, and that you can get, you know, a decent amount of profit out of them at that price. This guy right here started off the weekend really on a high note. Again, this was a Thursday find, and I bought those reels from the guy, and I bought down there, I actually got, it's down there because I didn't realize it at the time, but that train and the track, I'm pretty sure, is covered in cockroach feces. So I'm not very excited about that. I don't know if I'm just going to throw it away or try to like hose it off and sell it just, you know, water down. I don't know. I might just throw it away. I got it for $10, so it's not the biggest deal. But the track and stuff actually is valuable. But anyways, this was over on the shelf. You guys should have seen it in the glasses camera footage. I kind of pointed it out and just asked what the story was on it. And he was like, it's for sale for $25 if you want it. Looking that up, that was a very good buy. That was a very, very good buy. I think I'm going to take it outside and fill it up with a hose and see if it holds water. I can't imagine there's very many people that actually want to use it as a fish tank. But the cool thing about it is, you see that right there, it takes a light bulb. And then it's got the switch on the back. So I assume people, you know, I would assume that collectors either just buy it and leave it like that, or you could even put like a goldfish graphic on the inside or something to make it look like, you know, so people know that it's a fish tank, or just put a light in it and use it as a desk lamp. You know, for a Garfield collector, I can understand why that would be a really cool thing. It had like red spray paint flecks all over it, and I was able to easily clean that up, so not a big deal, but that ended up being a pretty nice score. Moving right along. Oh, and the pump's actually in it and everything. Like I said, I can't imagine anybody's actually going to want to use it as a fish tank, but it does seem like the pump works. I plugged it in and it was making the noise. I got this. I can't remember what I paid for this now. I think it was $1. But anytime I see Samsung remotes, any of the big name brand remotes, I try to pick them up because inevitably, you guys know how it is. You lose the remote, you break it. You don't use the TV for a while, and the battery compartment gets corroded, whatever. You need replacement remotes. And if you don't want to buy a universal, you got to get on eBay, basically. So those are usually a good pickup. I haven't looked up comps yet. We'll see. Hot Wheels cars. I bought these. It was another one of those projects. I was like, you know what? I don't know enough about Hot Wheels. I actually had... Shout out to the viewer that sent me a message and said that I need to... Or a comment, I believe. He was trying to give me a tip on certain Hot Wheels cars to keep an eye out for. I can't even remember the name of them now. It was like C5s and C6s or something like that. Or Q5. I can't remember now. And I looked up that car and did a bunch of research, and I can't find a good way to like easily identify those in the wild. There wasn't like, with red lines, it's easy. You look at the tires, and if there's a red line around the tire, you know it's good and probably valuable. So if you guys know more about Hot Wheels, please teach me. So I got all these for $1 a piece because I could tell they were a little bit older. In fact, the card backs are pretty bad, honestly, but I figured for $1 a piece, again, learning experience, we're going to see if any of those are valuable, and maybe I can start learning more about those and know when to pick them up. Vintage blackjack video games can be pretty good still in the box, especially stuff from Radio Shack. Unfortunately, they had $5 on this, but I took a shot at it. It was in really good shape. Battery compartment was clean. I put a battery in it. Works perfect. I sat there and played it for a while. Shoe polish, I picked that up because it was like $0.25 or something like that, I think. And it's brand new. 3 things sealed. I take shots at stuff like that. Sometimes you'd be surprised. Picked up these cassettes because the guy that I got the Garfield fish tank from had them only for 25 cents a piece, which is pretty good for cassettes. And the first thing I saw was that there was lots, or 3 at least, of Statler Brothers, and one of them was sealed, so that's an easy lot up. And then I picked out some that were noticeable, obviously: Oak Ridge Boys, Elton John, Waylon Jennings, and Billy Joel. And I kind of just pick up tapes that I recognize from time to time until I get a few like items, and then I lot them together, and they do pretty okay. Got a Nintendo DS. I believe this is a DSi XL, and it didn't come with a charger. It's got some cosmetic damage on the outside, but I powered it on. It worked fine. I think I got it for like 25 if I remember correctly, and I'll still do okay with that. I did find a charger already, and so that's good to go. I was surprised this got left behind. You guys probably know, if you've watched this content or any other flipping content, these old Texas Instruments graphing calculators can do really, really well. There's some really good ones out there. This isn't one of the crazier ones, but it's still like 35 bucks or something like that, I believe. Oregon Ducks hat, really nice. Nike, picked that up for $1 or less. I thought that was Mizzou, and I was like, maybe it's just a weird color variation, but the more I think about it, it's probably like a local baseball team for kids that just had a tiger logo, and the logo happens to be the exact same as the Mizzou logo. So I don't know if I'll be able to sell it. I might title it as like Red Mizzou Cap and see if I get lucky, but I don't know. That might have been a mess up there. Some older Halloween decorations still in the box. Picked those up for fairly cheap. Figured I can lot them together. It's not going to be a whole lot of money. These were pretty cool little placemats. One of these, is it this one? No, the other one has the date right there, 1982. So pretty cool old vintage placemats. It was $1 for the set. Figure that was definitely worth a shot. This girl right here is another one of those projects, another one of those learning projects. I see dolls and stuff all the time, and I don't know anything about them, but I know some of them can be pretty good. So I picked this one up. I noticed the patch said Kid Sister, so I knew it would be easy to research and stuff like that. From what I see, this might be a decent little find. I was kind of worried about her condition. Her hands are a little bit dirty, but I might be able to use like a, what are those called? Like a Tide pin and clean some of that up or something. I don't know if I want to throw it in the washing machine. She's a little stained up in a couple spots, but not too bad. And her face is really dirty, but as you can see, I just used like a Clorox wipe, and it's coming right off. So I'm going to be able to clean that up pretty good, and that might be a decent one right there. We'll see. We'll see. The Sock Monkey Easter basket, I just noticed it was new with a tag. It's nothing crazy, but I did pick it up, obviously. This teapot only had $5 on it. It looked like it had its shot at being vintage. I believe it is. I looked it up. It's going to be pretty decent, I think. It was really clean. You can tell it was just purchased and sat on a shelf for decorations, but I was like, that's pretty cool. I'll take a shot at that. CDs. I don't normally pick up CDs, but as you can see, there's some pretty cool stuff here. And even some old soundtracks like The Matrix. Then we got Green Day's Dookie, and even a Deadmau 5. I've never seen a Deadmau CD out in the wild. NSYNC, Don Henley. There was a Vince Neil is in there somewhere. 9 Inch Nails. I usually don't find this stuff around my area. It's mostly country. So anytime I find anything that's not country, hip hop, classic rock, I like to pick it up. And I got really lucky. This one is a bolo. There's a lot of old hip hop albums that can be really, really good if you can find it. I mean, most people don't try to sell CDs for any amount, for anything crazy. So, but that one I did really, really well on. You guys should see the comp on screen. And then this. One of these games ended up being a pretty big score, worth a lot more than I thought. And that game, you may have already noticed, is right here on top. Smackdown, Here Comes the Pain. I was actually leaving a yard sale. They had asked me if there was anything specific I was looking for. I told them video games. And she was like, actually, I think I might have some. If you want to leave your number, I'll get a hold of you if I can find them, right? So she tells me they're PS2 games. I'm immediately discouraged because there's just so many PS2 games out there. Everybody had one. everybody had a stack of games, and the prices in the games kind of reflect that nowadays, except for some. There are some that are a little bit more sought after for whatever reason. And I just so happened to look this one up first, and I was shocked to find that CIB pricing is right around $40–45. And one of them, unfortunately, didn't have the instruction manual, but this one does. She said the discs were in perfect condition. They're not, but I do have a disc resurfacer. If I need to use that, I can. I'll test them all and see if they work, and if they don't, I'll run them through the resurfacer and see if I can repair them, and I usually can. So, but that was a pretty good buy. I got that whole stack for $40, and you know, with PS2 games, most of them are going to be $5 to $10 games. Free ship. It's nothing crazy, so unless I can get them for cheap, I almost never buy PS2 games. But I got lucky on those, because basically one of those pays for the whole stack, and then everything else is profit. So I was really happy with that, obviously. So there it is, ladies and gentlemen. Second yard sale season of the year, and I think I did pretty good. I am definitely happy with all the pickups, and I'm really excited for sales to start rolling. Next weekend, I'm actually really excited. I ran into these brothers that do really, really good sales. They go to auctions and stuff, and they just source some of the coolest stuff that I've ever bought, and they're always willing to hook me up on the price when I buy a lot, and their prices are decent starting out anyways. And I ran into them at a sale, and I was like, when are you guys going to have your sale? And they said next weekend. So look forward to that. Like I said, some of the coolest stuff that I've ever bought has come from their sales consistently. They just have really, really good stuff. So yeah, looking forward to that. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to ring that bell so you do not miss these videos. Also follow me on Instagram. I try to do a little post every time a video goes live, but basically the plan is every Tuesday, what sold on eBay last week, and every Friday, the yard sale video. And yeah, it's gonna be fun. Love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you on the next one.